Hi everyone, I'm teaching my absolute favorite glute and hamstring workout today. This can be done on any Pilates reformer, megaformer, X-former, no matter what you have. You can adjust based on your spring loads. Join me, follow up. So today we are starting with a left side kneeling kick. I have a heavy spring load. You can go anywhere from heavy to medium here. You're on your front platform with your right knee on that platform, and then your left foot is on the edge or the lip of the carriage. I like my toes turned up and my knee turned down ever so slightly. Again, this is a heavy to medium spring load. Working leg here is the left leg. So we extend the carriage all the way out and then drag it in. Extend and drag. If you don't have these handlebars, that's fine. You can place your hands on the front platform, but just make sure that there's a pitch in your back. So the top of your back is lifted alongside your chest and then your tailbone is down. We're just extending and then releasing, going even slower on the way in than we go on the way out. Remember that 4-second pace. I have to remind myself of that. Sometimes I go a little bit faster with these heavy moves. I want to just kind of pump the carriage in and out. So 10 seconds, we press out and hold for 10 seconds. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 10-second hold here. We got 5, then we pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses out and in. Tiny pulses, really opening up those hips, opening up that outer glute, lighting it up here. We pulse for 5. We go full range in 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. Drag it in, and then extend out. Same thing, one more time. Leverage that handlebar, use it as support, or leverage your platform, use it as support. We press out and hold. From here, 5 seconds to pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Little tiny pulses. 8 seconds, full range of motion. 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. This is where you finish. We press out and hold. In 10, press out and hold. 5, 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds of hold. 10 seconds now. Keep holding. We'll transition to a hamstring press in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, hamstring press. If you have the handlebars, turn them in or pick up your feet / handlebars. Same thing, heavy, medium spring load if you have it. I'm going to take my feet onto the handlebars. Scoot all the way down on my carriage. And then press into my heels, lifting my glutes. Pelvis is tilted forward. You got that pitch in your pelvis. Our rib cage is zipped up, belly button pulled in tight. From here, extend all the way out, but never locking out your knees. And then drag in, bending your knees, keeping those hips lifted. You'll feel your hamstrings really light up here, especially if you're pressing into your heels rather than the ball of your foot. Big deep breaths. Whew. 15 seconds. Start to add a hip bridge. In 10 seconds, we're adding a hip bridge. We lower our hips. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips, going vertebrae by vertebrae, till eventually your tailbone drops down. Then opposite, you pick that tailbone up all the way up the chain, up your spine, and then press out into that hamstring press. Comboing between the two of those. Imagine that you have a chain and you're dropping it down onto your carriage. That's your spine. Really massaging it out here. And then peeling that chain right back up. Let's hold in our hamstring press, bent knees in 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Now march out your feet. Right foot lifts, left foot lifts, marching it out. Good, keep moving. Telling myself, keep moving. We hold our right foot up to the sky, single leg press in 5, In 3, 2, and 1. Single leg press on that left side. Gets a little bit heavier now that we're in single leg work. Woo. 15 seconds, we switch legs, point that toe. 8 seconds, switch legs. One more. 3, 2, and 1, switch legs. Press out, single leg press, and then slow release. Keep those hips lifted, don't let them drop. We got 10 seconds. We'll go double leg to finish. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Double legs to finish. If you want, you can add a little pulse here with your hips, or maybe drop down to that full range hip bridge. Woo, keep moving. 10 seconds transitioning. You got 5 seconds front lunge on the floor. In 3, 2, and 1. 1 light spring or 0 springs will be your harder option. All right, so now we're on our floor lunge on the left side. Here you'll have 1 light spring or 0 springs will be your harder option. I got my left foot on the floor in front of my machine right next to it, and then my right knee is on the carriage. Again, 1 light spring or 0 springs. We're just lunging, taking that hamstring almost parallel to the floor. Your hips sink back. If your knee is down on the carriage is going to want to pull your right hip along with it. Keep everything squared off forward. My hips, my belly button is pulled into my spine. Remember, everything in this class is an ab workout. If you have done vacuums before, big sharp breath out, pull your belly button in and your diaphragm up. Engage and control your core as you're working through the lower half of your body. You're also welcome to take this up on your toe if that's more comfortable on the carriage. Knee will give you a little bit more support. Again, 0 springs is hardest. Let's drop all the way back and down, keeping that hinge in our hips, our flat back in 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, keep that hinge. Now pulse down and up, right there at your lowest point. We're just pulsing up and down. You got 8 seconds of pulses. Calf raise on the left heel. Left heel is lifted in 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Now lift and lower your left heel. Left heel pulls up and off the floor. Squeeze your calf and then drop it right back down. I'm keeping my head and my shoulders the same height. I'm staying low as I move through this. Let's drop low, full range in 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. Take it up. If you need to shake it out, rest it out here, do what you got to do just to get back into it. There's one more challenge, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. To finish, it's a deadlift. Really small range of motion to light up that hamstring, light up that glute. Drop about 70% of the way down in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, fingers by your ears. Take your chest low, and then come up only about 70% of the way. It's a small range of motion, a slight hinge through your chest. Your back stays completely flat here. 15 seconds, and then you're done. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll get there in 10 seconds. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep breathing for 5, for 3, 2, and 1. Same thing on the other side. Right, right side. Okay, right side kneeling kick. This time my left knee is on the front platform. My right foot is on the front edge / top edge of the carriage. So all the way up, not all the way back. The reason why we're doing that is because I want my knee to stay straight and then bend only to about 90 degrees. If it's pulling too far into your chest, you're gonna hurt yourself. A heavy spring load is, for me, 4 springs or a medium spring load, whatever you can push for just over 2 minutes here. Extend and release. Hands can be on your platform or they can be on your handlebar if you have one. Extend and release. We'll press all the way out and hold in 5, and 3, 2, and 1. Hold. ISO hold. 5 seconds pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Little tiny pulses. 8 seconds. I'm already getting those shakes. Full range. 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. Same thing, one more time. 10 seconds. Press the carriage all the way out in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 5 more seconds, we pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Little tiny pulses. Again, try not to dump all of your weight into this handlebar, but definitely use it for support, or definitely use your platform if you need it. We go full range in 3, 2, and 1. Out first, drag it in. ISO hold to finish. It's going to be 15 seconds. We'll ISO hold in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Big deep breaths. We transition in 8 seconds. Hold, hold, hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Make that transition. We're laying down on our carriage now. Turn your handlebars in or pull them up. Laying down on my carriage, I scoot all the way down to the bottom of my machine. And then again, my feet are up on the handlebars, pressing into my heels to lift my hips, holding onto the bottom edge of the carriage. Slide all the way out, and then resist the tension on the way in. Going even slower on the way in than we went on the way out. Same thing we did last time, but this time it will be a little bit shorter. There's only about 2 minutes here. We'll move through this a little bit quicker since we've done it once before. You got 10 seconds to add in your glute bridge in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Drop that chain, massage out your spine. Woo. Heating up, baby. One glute bridge, one press. We'll hold halfway in our press in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold, march. Da, 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 da. 1 foot at a time. Try not to miss the handlebars. Try to keep your hips lifted. Pelvis, per usual. She's rotated forward. Belly button, per usual. It's pulled in. Hips are lifted, but not so high that I'm straining my back. Let's take our left foot up in 3, 2, and 1. Left foot up, right foot press this time. Yeah, 10 seconds. Switch legs in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Uno. Switch legs. Same thing, other side. Transitioning to our floor lunge in 10. Right foot down in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Right foot down. Now we have a light spring load. So 1 spring that's light, or 0 springs will be harder. So now my right foot is down. My left knee is on the carriage. I'm at the front next to my front handlebar. If you don't have a handlebar, don't worry. Just come to the front, facing the front. Honestly, you can face any direction you want for this. If you want to amplify and you do have a back platform, head to the back of your machine. No one's stopping you. It's just you and yourself. Most likely. Maybe there's someone else there, I don't know. Right foot down, left knee or left toe on your carriage. Your hamstring comes almost parallel to the floor as you drop down. Both your hips sink back. Try not to let your left hip pull with the carriage. Whew. Back stays flat, belly button pulled in, chest is proud, gaze is forward and down. I tend to want to look at my foot as I'm moving, mostly because I don't want to stare at myself in the mirror, or sometimes when I'm in class, I don't want to look at the person in front of me for no particular reason. So try to keep your gaze forward and down because your head is really heavy. So if we're constantly looking down, it's going to hurt your neck. We're also looking down all the time when we're on our phones, sometimes even on the computer. Let's drop low pulses in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Drop all the way low, little pulses. It's not a very big movement. Your body is going to want to just kind of pull the carriage forward and backward. You have to actively press into your heel to drive the movement in a pulse. Turning this into a calf raise in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Lift your heel, lower your heel. I'm lifting my heel that's on the floor and then dropping my heel down, using my calf to stabilize myself. My head and my shoulders stay the same height, so I'm not popping up and down as I'm lifting. We go down first in 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. Remember, we're more so shooting forward and backward rather than bobbing up and down. This is gonna hurt your back. Keep that pitch forward and backward. We finish in a deadlift. Last 15 seconds in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Drop low, 70% of the way. Then deadlift is a small hinge in the back. Chest stays proud, fingertips by your ears. Let's go 10 seconds of this hinge. Keep moving. For 5, you're done. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. As always, I have other classes on my channel. If you want to hit core or upper body, might I suggest core first before you do, another round of legs, or upper body, just to keep everything warmed up.